Welcome, everyone. Welcome, and thank you so much for being with us on this journey. Today, we are going to talk about mindset and more specifically about health, mind, and emotions. And our special guest today is Poonam Upadhyay. I hope I pronounced it correctly. Welcome, Poonam. Thank you so much for being with me today.
Thank you, Diana. This is my pleasure to connect with you and discuss about this. And I'm really glad because you are focusing on all the aspects together. That is really great because what happens when we focus on only one aspect and don't see other aspects, somewhere we are not moving ahead, though we feel
Absolutely.
like. So that is really amazing, and it's my pleasure to connect to you.
Thank you so much, Poonam. Thank you for being with me because we are going to learn a lot. Poonam is a holistic dietitian, naturopath, and certified diabetic educator. She is the founder of Tatatsu Holistic Health, and she is passionate about helping people to heal. She works on body, mind, and emotions. She creates communities where people act consciously and uplift each other. She works on three main aspects: women empowerment, cultural uplifting, and sustainability living. Thank you so much, Poonam, once again for being with me and for being willing to share your time and your wisdom with our audience.
Thank you once again. Big thank to you for considering me.
I would like to ask you the first question in our interview today. What is your story? Why did you start on this path of helping others heal their body, mind, and emotions? And what is your mission today?
So, thank you for this question again. Uh, as women, I have my mom and like other ladies. I was married quite earlier, and somewhere I felt when we look at the health or when we look at other perspective as the disease or any lifestyle changes, we just see it outside. What is outside? We never go inside. And in my journey, I realized that it is not only the physical form, it is what is going inside, like mental, emotional, and then spiritual things come. And somewhere I was connected to women because myself, I was somewhere in my own cage, or you can say, I created my own blockages. Not only myself, I see around many women doing the same thing. And at the end, what happens, we just try to fix it and don't go inside deeply to understand why this particular thing is happening to us. Suppose our mood is off, we will we will try to hide even that, and we will fix ki arey I have to look happy, I have to be happy, but internally that thing will not, that connection will not be built. At the end, what will happen due to this, uh, we are not going to the base, and that's why outside we are just fixing things, and at the end we land up in form of some like disease or some disorder or some mental or emotional thing, some circle which we are unable to come out of it. So due to which I felt there is a need where people understand that this holistic perspective is very important. It is not what people think that now, like if something is there, I will do some small remedy or take some pill and I'll forget about it. But internally, if that thing is not healed, how will we come out of it and do our, like how will we evolve? So that's why I chose that path. And in this path, when I saw my mom, like she has arthritis, so physically, some movements have blocked. My mother-in-law, she has tremendous back pain and she works a lot. When we are also there, like if you see in India, mother-in-laws, they are like quite, once they are like done with their work, or once they grow in some age, they stop working or they don't do it so tremendously. But my mother-in-law, she has tremendous backache and all that. My co-sister, we here live in a joint family, so she lost her mom due to cancer, and they all were so helpful in nature. They had all the things. But one thing they didn't do is they didn't care about their own self. They didn't took the heed or the need to find their own path and take care about their own health and what mentally they think, express themselves outward. And due to which they all, now the time is there where they feel they have to enjoy, but they are suffering. So that way, I felt that if I work with even one or two individuals and change this perspective, it will be a great achievement for me. So with that perspective, I am going ahead and doing my work.
That's
I think
amazing,
that
Poonam. Thank
is
you so much. That's amazing, and it's an amazing story. And thank you so much for sharing with us. Absolutely, I believe that we need more people who become aware of their emotions and their mindset so they can live the life they wish. And this makes me also think, do you think that there is a link between our emotional well-being and our health?
absolutely no doubts in that. As we say that we feel that we are only the physical form. We don't go inside. But the important part is physically, the symptoms what we show, that means already in the mental, soul level, spiritual level, mental level, that damage is done. That's why it's coming physically. Then too, we don't take action. So absolutely that connection is there. And initially, if you see, people used to understand this concept and work on it. But now we say we are always occupied, we are so busy, we are doing some work, but we don't concentrate on all these things which is important. And at the end, what happens due to this? Like, there is some connection with your inner self and outer self, where some questions you are getting from within the answers. But now, as we are moving ahead, we say we are developing somewhere this whole thing, we don't believe in it. But once when we, I think, calm down and understand all this perspective, we automatically will understand the connection between mental, physical, and emotional health.
Wow, thank you so much, Poonam. Thank you so much for sharing this with us. And I would like to ask you, for those business owners who are out there struggling and working endless hours and not knowing how to pull it over, how to really make their business a success, what do you think they should start doing? How do you think they should rather react or behave towards themselves in order to be successful? What is that mindset they need to have in order to become a success?
Yeah, like I think very good question. I think we all need to think about it. What exactly success means to us? Is it one new brand car and the house with the emotions suppressed? Non the connection between your own self, is it lost? Do you feel measure success in that? And are we running a rat race where we are just focusing that I am going ahead, that's why I'm a winner? What exactly the success is? Or is it the inner calmness? Is it the time which you spend with your own self? Or is it like if you are into business and working a lot, is it giving you that satisfaction when you work with your client? Are you can you focus on the clients or the work you are doing? Are you really passionate about it? As we say about mind, body, and emotions or spirituality, so if we now the business or how we are growing up, the this what you can say, the measures to how success is changed completely. Initially, it was not only the finance part which made you successful, it was your mental part, it was emotional, how your family, the time you spend with them, how you spend the time with yourself, and as not to react. What happens when we are in this journey and when we are running, we are not understanding where it will lead us to. Automatically, the things we might achieve lots of success, but internal happiness will not be there. that material thing and what is there inside the spiritual thing, like that balance should be there. So once that is achieved, you understand where we are, where the path will lead to, and you are understanding, you're conscious about what you are doing and why you are doing. Automatically, the point of view or how you see success will change. And I think that is very much important. And this 2 years has given us that gap where now we understand that how we have to measure success and what we have to see. So
Thank you so
that
much, Poonam. Thank you so much. And absolutely, I fully agree with you that sometimes we run after certain achievements that in the end don't really fulfill us. And I say this also out of my own experience because this has been my journey. And I always tried to really achieve big things and make us have a significant impact on the world, and always run after something else which was outside myself. And I realized slowly that actually nothing really fulfills me. I am never content with what I have. I always chase something else. And it took me a long time to really work on myself and really identify what I want and where my passion is. And in
wow.
this line of thinking, I would like to ask you, those of us and those business owners who haven't yet identified their own passion, their own purpose, where can they start? What is the first step they could take in order to really feel that energy and that passion and start working on that, start working out of that energy instead of just trying to make money with whatever way they can or whatever business they created?
Yeah, actually, I think the right time is right now when you realize that where you are heading to. Just the first thing is to sit down and to understand that, like, where are we heading to? What are our goals? What makes us happy? Because as we said, when we work on emotional and spiritual, when we are aligning the physical, mental, emotional, all the aspects, I will be in touch with my emotions. Like, I will be understanding what my emotions are, giving me indications. If I am understanding that, I will just, we can note down that what exactly makes us happy. So I think we initially we can keep a pen paper with us and note down the things what we are doing and what we want to do, what exactly things makes us happy. So that will be like small steps which will guide us to our destination or dream, which will give us complete satisfaction. And complete satisfaction, I think that is a myth, but we have to go. The path is already built. We have once we are connected somewhere. We have to also focus in our internal journey. So if that is there, we are composed, calm, and understand that why we are doing certain things. When we question, when we are conscious, uh, so that will help us to decode the things which are there. What happens, as I said, we keep on, like, if some person is doing something, we just go behind them without thinking and we just move on. We never stop and realize. It is very simple. I think we could just stop and understand that what is my need. As an individual, we all are different. Our needs are different. Our financial, emotional, every plane is different because it is our journey. So when we focus on all the aspect, I think we have to see the parameters of the wellness of the eight parameters: mental, physical, emotional. So I think we can rate them from 1 to 0, 1 to 10, where we stand, and then try to balance that first. And then whatever thing is lagging, like mental, spiritual, physical, social, emotional, financial, everything. So wherever are we lagging, if we just focus on that perspective first, so that we strive to maintain that balance, and slowly, steadily, when we stop reacting and start responding, automatically we will find ways, because what I believe is it is our journey, and we will get that indication where we have to lead to. Just the thing is, we are not focusing and consciously, accepting that fact.
Thank you so much, Poonam. Thank you so much for sharing all this knowledge and your experience on these aspects. I would like to ask you, do you think that our body is talking to us in terms of what we are feeling and whether we are living our true nature? Do you think that there is a way to just look at our body, I don't know, our posture or whatever, and realize how are we feeling in certain situations or certain aspects of our life?
Yeah, definitely. No doubt in that. Our body, we all are made up of energy. Like it is proven from science perspective. Also, we say that everything is a vibration. Suppose you and me, we are speaking, we are interacting. So there is some connection. There is some energy. Don't Doesn't it happen that sometimes you meet a person, but you have that feeling of overwhelming feeling of happiness, and you feel like you are knowing this person from so many years or from so many times. And sometimes it might happen that the uh, vibes are not matching, so the he's carrying lower vibes. Automatically you will feel without even speaking to them that you have to maintain a distance with them. So body is talking. It is us who are not recognizing the voice because we are so much involved and engrossed in outside what people are saying to us. In Hindi, it is like "log kya kahenge." It's very famous thing. Means, what will the people think or what will people say? So who are they? So there is a question mark because the whole lifetime, if we do something or if we try to step on the passion, people are like, why you're doing, what will people think. Like if you see a child and from childhood, if you see your journey, this question will be arise. So who are these people? When we are internally disconnecting ourselves, automatically outside thing will affect us because it is not permanent. That will not, for some parts you will find it useful, but afterwards you will again feel disconnected because I am finding some source which is outside. So the example will be like, suppose there is no sunlight, and if in one room I have one normal tube light, so I feel this is the sun, but I will be only happy and satisfied by the time this tube light is on. But when suppose electricity is not there, this tube light will not work. For me, everything is like shattered. But then we find the source which is always there, like sun. So my happiness will not be only revolving around this tube light or the room. It will be much broader. So that way is our body. When we are aligned with body, minds, emotion, automatically this thing affects us and will give us broader perspective to grow and develop. And I think we all are here to evolve. So definitely our body, our mind, everything speaks to us. Our emotions, they are connected to hormones. They also speaks to us.
Thank you so much, Poonam. Thank you so much. And this actually reminds me of what I learned a while ago, that when I think that other people may judge me or they are thinking about certain things, I should realize that they are also doing the same. They are also thinking that other people are judging them and other people, or including myself, may think something about them. So in the end, everyone is thinking the same way. So why do you think that other people think about you? They only think about themselves. So this really made me put a smile on my face and made me realize that actually, yes, it's true. Everyone has doubts and fears, and everyone is in his or her own mind. And all the time we have these voices in our head that never stop. Thank you so much
Absolutely.
for sharing all this knowledge with us. I would like to ask you before we close today our interview, how can people contact you and who are you serving? Who are you helping?
Yeah, I have my page in Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and through my mobile number. I am into holistic, like I call myself as holistic dietitian, a naturopath, and certified diabetic educator. So I am someone who tries to connect with nature and align myself with nature. And my purpose in the life, or my purpose is only to accompany or guide the individuals who are suffering from lifestyle disease or disorder through diet or through natural living, how we can align with nature so that we get our own answers. Though people are there to support us, to help us out, but until and unless that internal the question or answer where we don't get satisfaction or we don't communicate with our inner self, we are not going to be satisfied. So this is what I do, and like my number is 987 000 2304, and I think I can share my social media handles. So I work in that way, and I'm really like that passion is there because I felt the difference myself when I connected to nature. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing all of this with us. And for those of you who need to get aligned with their nature and their gifts, contact Poonam, because she is going to be there for you to support you to find your true nature and your true identity. Because this is all we need to be happy. It's not about the financial success. It's not about getting the next achievement. It's really about discovering yourself and finding who you are, where your passion is. Thank you once again, Poonam, for being with me today.
Yeah, thank you, Diana. One thing, like when we discover ourselves, the all the aspects like financial, emotional, spiritual, automatically this thing will start attracting us. This is the one thing because then we are our true self. We understand that if we are working also, we are working with that passion. Automatically, all other things will attract. It is like a magnet. So it is very important, and people sometimes feel that this is not the right time for discovering or to do all that thing, but like it is very important, mind you. It's like whenever we start working on our own self, and because we are all carrying blockages around our own self, that's why we are also not attracting the abundance which is there in the universe. So when our blockages get clear, automatically, all the positive aspect of all the things will start attracting us. This is
Thank you
what I
so much.
believe.
Absolutely. I fully agree with you. I couldn't agree more. And absolutely, once you get aligned with who you are, everything else is starting to get in place. And this has also been my experience because I used to attract all kind of people in the past. And now that I am aligned, I feel like I attract the right people in every area of my life. And this is something magical that I will never be able to explain, actually. Thank you so much, Poonam. Thank you for being with us on this journey, and thank you for sharing your knowledge with us. If you need her, contact her. You will find her details in our posts everywhere, on podcast, on our talk show documentary, and also on Facebook. We are going to post our interview. Thank you so much for being with us. And for those of you who want to learn more, stay connected because there is so much more coming for our interviews. Thank you for watching us, and see you next time.